What is time, bro? Anyway.
What are rules?
So yeah, this is Actual Conversations Podcast, Touch AC, CJ Prof, Probable Cause. This is the Necromancer.
Pay attention. Pay attention to this guy's lyrics.
I rapidly accelerate rapper decompositions, from the double helix to the bleeding gums from which they're lifted. Some of the most nonsensical bullshit that, like much before it, doesn't deserve to be written. I hopped in God's mouth and came out Satan's shitter. Most ridiculous flame spitter since Leviticus main figures. Mainstay on a mountaintop I've chosen as my stomping grounds, and ain't no way in Moses' name I'm walking down. I keep a sour disposition. Why? Cause after all, what's a pawn to a bishop, a husk to a politician? Nah, fuck that. I'm not suggesting, just insisting I'll be the first to shut my shit when others learn to listen. Keep my toes crossed that my torso can stay put and spit those Patmos rap slow, get your brain cooked. Go on and hold counsel with them worldly wise men. I'll be puffing moon rocks, illuminating thoughts of blind men. I spoke with Lazarus, he said the second time's aight. So we toasted to the skyline in the Louisville timeline. I call the place the Dead City. So in a certain sense, you could say I'm bringing the dead with me. I take a vodka tonic, ombre, make it easy on the tonic. Cause if this record doesn't do well, I'ma need my bread for chronic. Reality's a bitch and these jesters, they love to flaunt it. Prof touching filthy rich, invest in what's beyond.
Seems
it.
like everything I've ever known, everything I've ever told, ever since the day I was born,
It's just been a lie.
Yes, everything I want, need, everything I've come to be.
Doesn't really matter cause I'm just gonna die.
I gotta write this pain.
June 21st.
I'm gonna write this pain.
I trace the mortal edge like my dude Greg Graffin. Cause when he spoke on fiction and truth, I guess my brain grabbed it. Survived a bad religion and a million bad habits. A patchwork golem woven to his black fabrics. Consider launching them pods, boy, before the core explodes. Sweating bourbon out of every single pore, but more composed. Who the fuck's keeping score? I mosey more important zones. Couple more of those and I'll be donkey punching horoscopes. Sniping ripen constellations out of bitter gold sky. They call it touch gravity. Now you know why. Ain't a shine can't be dull when seen through certain eyes. Poseidon, Lorton, sea scum, lurking perverted ties. Pantheon slayer, retired from action. Now I sit alone, godless, on a cosmic infraction. Knock his ass up and tied the key inside a black hole, but never scratched the legacy. Touch was an asshole. On the day that God decides, joke's over, stand aside, watch this. In Jesus' name, I hope the guillotine drops quick. Over the top whip, drop kicks, snapping rapper clavicles like fucking chopsticks. I make it so like John Luke say so. Bitch on screen, no pesos, queso, or belongings. Spend a night or two inside the brig and feeling peachy. Banishing televangelists weekly found on TV.
Seems like everything I've ever known, everything I've ever told, ever since the day I was born, it's just been a lie. Yes, everything I want, need, everything I've come to be. Doesn't really matter cause I'm just gonna die. I gotta write this pain. I'm gotta write this pain. I am an intense run-on sentence, a fresh breath of fuck you, released from the cold lungs of pure vengeance. My engines rev with such intense immenseness, the pistons form limbs which perform intrinsic calisthenics. So what's the difference between me and them? Well, for instance, I take it to its limits, while they bask in popularity like it's all about a gimmick, exploiting a certain image, then squeezing every last drop of milk out of the tips. I grip this bull by the horns and whip it stripped in the direction of my opinions, ideas, and inquisitions. Don't like it or get it, don't listen, but don't fight the villain of its existence and the brightness with which it shines out loud to drown the dimwit. Sentence to a life behind bars of my own convictions that can't be broken, bent, or shifted. I'm broken, but I'm hell-bent and gifted, like a well-scripted religious allegory sent to uplift the world's misfits. It's the shiftless, drifters, these listless contenders that complicate the process of inventive intuition with twisted fitness. I am to propagate the progress toward redemptive reconditioning.
That's right.
Let's fix this shit like a relationship on the fritz. Let's skip it and find a new place to raise these kids. Let's give it another 110% interest. Fuck it, just pass me the medical and let me mix in with these instruments.
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 It's June 21st. Satan's on his way and he wants his drugs. Filthy
So
Rich.
be there.
Touch AC featuring CJ Prof. We're featuring That Boy Dunn, Kogan Dumb, Nasarima, Slow Pink. We got a lot of motherfuckers coming
Ronnie
through.
Ron regime. Actual people.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the Necromancer.
That's it. That's the single.